Hello friends, now we will go through next problem of developments. The problem is on hexagonal pyramid. So a hexagonal pyramid of sides 35 mm and axis length 60 mm is resting on HP on one of its base with its two base sides perpendicular to VP. Okay, so this is first sentence gives us how it is placed. Second is about how it is cut. The pyramid is cut by a plane inclined to 30 degrees to HP and perpendicular to VP and is intersecting at an axis of intersecting the axis at 30 mm above the base. Draw the development of the remaining portion of the pyramid. Okay, so like I told you, in developments the problem can be divided into two parts. First is you draw the solid in the given position, and then you develop the uncut solid. The next part you will have to think about how it is cut and make the required changes in the uncut development part. Okay, so first now the sentence is the hexagonal pyramid of sides 35 mm and axis length 60 mm is resting on HP on its base with its two sides perpendicular to VP. Okay, so let us see how the top view can be drawn first. Okay, so I have to draw a hexagonal pyramid such that two sides are perpendicular to VP. So the side of the hexagon is 35 mm. You draw a circle. Okay, you draw a circle of radius 35 mm here. So I want two sides to be perpendicular to vertical plane. Just see, this is one side perpendicular vertical plane, this is one side perpendicular to vertical plane. So you draw a vertical diameter, same 35 mm radius whatever you have taken, you keep it on one end of vertical diameter, cut the circle here, draw an arc, cut the circle here. Similarly on lower side 35 mm, you draw an arc on the circle, you draw an arc on the circle. So you name them A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so one side is 35 mm. So upper axis point is O, lower axis point is O1. So similarly draw the front view now. Okay, draw the front view. You project all these points A, B, C, D, E, F. A is, the observer is over here. A, B, C is visible. D, E, F is not visible. So D, E, F should come in brackets. Is it clear? D, E, F should come in brackets. So you name them A. So you draw an axis length of 60 mm here. Okay, you project these points. You project A, B, C. Behind C I have got D. Behind B I have got E. Behind A I have got F. Lower axis point O1 dash, upper axis point O dash. You draw this hexagon here. You draw the pyramid here, hexagonal pyramid. Okay, now I have to draw the development of uncut pyramid. Is it clear? I have to draw the development of uncut pyramid. So the difference between prisms and pyramid shell development is, in prisms you make use of the front view and you draw the development on the same lines of the front view. Is it clear? But in pyramids you can draw the development anywhere. This figure can be drawn below, above, wherever you want. You need not make use of the front view. Okay, so in cylinder or in prisms you will have to make use of the front view here, but in pyramids it's independent. Now I have to find out the slant height here. I have to find out the correct slant height so that I can draw the curve of the development. So here what we find, in the top view, none of the edges are parallel to vertical plane or xy plane. Can you see here? None of them are parallel. So in previous pentagonal problem, it was easy. Just see, OC was parallel. So this length OC in the front view was in true length. It was easy for me. OC is parallel to xy line or vertical plane. So this is in true length. So this much length I can take and I can draw an arc. Okay, but what should I do in this case now, when none of the edges are, slant edges are parallel to VP? So the answer is very simple. If none of the sides are parallel to VP, you make it parallel. Okay, you make it parallel and get the true length. So what should I do here? Say consider this edge OC. Imagine that you have rotated it till it becomes parallel to vertical plane, like this. So now this line is new OC line here, and it is parallel to vertical plane. Is it simple? What you have done, if none of the edges are parallel to vertical plane, you take one of the edge OC here, draw an arc till you can draw horizontal line. So this horizontal line is parallel to vertical plane or xy line. So once you have rotated this OC, you rotated this till the horizontal line, draw a straight line here. Draw a straight line. Okay, so you have got this point. Now join O and this new point. This is the true length of the slant edge of the pyramid. So after measurement, I get, so correctly you measure this length, keeping your scale parallel to this new line. So after measurement, I get this somewhere near 69 or 70 mm will do, no problem. Okay, 60 mm or 70 mm, 69 mm or 70 mm is what you have got. So this much length you take, at appropriate place here, you draw an arc of 69 mm. You do know the length of the arc, you draw 69 mm. 69 mm arc. Okay, name this as O, name this as A. Then I have to mark the edges A, B, C, D, E here. So you name this first, where you have drawn 69 mm here, you name this as OA. So since it is hexagon, you need 6. There are 6 sides, so 6 times 35 mm you cut on the curve. 6 times. Is it clear? So you can name them. Start with A, B, C, D, E, F, A. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So join the corners here. You join the points A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, F to A. So this much part is of the first part, that is development of the the pyramid, which is not cut. So this method will remain same for whichever pyramid you have got. Only thing is, you have to be careful to see that this slant edge is of true length. If one of the sides is parallel, no problem. If one of the side is not parallel, you make it parallel by this small construction. Okay, you rotate till it becomes horizontal, draw vertical line here, join the axis point. This is automatically is the true length of the slant edge. Is it clear? Okay. Yes. So this is the first part. Yes, coming back to the problem now. Now let us see how it is cut and how I can finish the problem. So up till now what we have done, the uncut part and all will carry about 30% of your marks. Okay, 30% of your marks. Yes. So let us see how it is cut. The pyramid is cut by a plane inclined at 30 degrees to HP and perpendicular to VP and is intersecting the axis at 30 mm above the base. So let us see how it is cut. The pyramid is cut by a plane inclined at The pyramid is cut by a plane inclined at 30 degrees to HP. So I have got a plane here. So somewhere it is cut at 30 degrees. So this cutting angle is 30 degrees. But 30 degrees where? 30 degrees can be here, here, here. And I have to check the exact place here. So let us see. Plane inclined 30 degrees to HP. Perpendicular to VP. Yes, this plane is perpendicular to VP here. All these positions are perpendicular, but it is at 30 degrees. Okay. And is intersecting the axis 30 mm above the base. Okay. So what you do? So this is total length is 60 mm. 30 mm above the base you can take, or 30 mm from top you take. Both are same thing. You draw a line here. You draw a line. So measuring 30 degrees angle, you draw a straight line over here. Okay, so this angle, what you have done is 30 degrees. So 30 mm from the apex or 30 mm from the base, both are same. You draw a horizontal line, keep your protector here, draw 30 degrees line here. So from here you can extend this. Is it clear? You can extend. So you can name the cuts here. On cut A, on edge A, cut is 1 dash. On B dash, cut is 2 dash. On C dash, cut is 3 dash. On D dash, cut is 4 dash. On E dash, cut is 5 dash. E dash is not visible. 5 dash is not visible. D dash is not visible. So 4 dash is not visible. Okay. So F dash now, F dash is not visible. 6 dash is not visible. So you keep it as it is. So the corresponding points, the cuts are easy to locate. So you have cut it like this. So we have drawn the development of uncut part. Now let us get the development of the cut part here. Now I know that this slant edge which I have made parallel is of true length. So I have to project all the cuts on this line, measure these lengths, and corresponding cuts I have to show over here. Is it clear? So I'll start with 1. So 1, 6 I have got here. I will project this on this parallel slant height length. So 1, now instead of taking this as the length, that is A1, I will take this as A1. Is it clear? So this much length you measure from here to here. Go to A1, you have got 2 A's, another A, same cut over here. So if you observe 6 is for F. Is it clear? 6 is for F. So F is over here. So same whatever you have got, you can get from base F. Then 2, 5. 2, 5 you can measure here. You project this 2, 5 on this line, new line which you have drawn. Measure this distance. Don't measure this distance. This is of not true length. The parallel line, the line which you have made parallel to vertical plane, that is of true length. So 2 here, from here to here you measure. 2 is on B, E is on 5. We know that. So on B, from B, this length whatever you have taken, you cut here. You will get 0.2, and 5 is on E, you cut here. Okay. Then the last cuts. Okay. So 3, 4 now. 3, 4. Just see. So this is very little difference here. 3, 4 is over here. Just draw a straight line. You get a very small straight line here. 3, 4 you have got. The difference is very less. Be careful here. So measure the new 3, 4 length. 3 is on C, 4 is on D. So instead of measuring this length here, you measure new length. 3, 4. On the line which you have made parallel to vertical. So 3 should be obviously on C. 4, same length 4 should be on D. So you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and again 1. So darken this 1 to A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, F to A, 1 to A, 1 to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So wherever you are going to fold, darken those parts also. Is it clear? So this is development of a hexagonal pyramid. Okay, please draw it in the sketchbook.